Buckle up, sci-fi fanatics. 2026 isn't just another year. It's the reckoning where worlds collide with twists that'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about time, space, and survival. From rogue AI dragging misfits through apocalyptic futures, ravenous fungal horrors erupting in forgotten bunkers, fog-drenched returns, and zombie hordes rising with eerie intelligence, these are the 5 cinematic game changers you can't afford to miss. So stick around as we count them down and reveal why they'll redefine the genre forever. First up is Mercy, releasing on January 23rd, 2026, plunges you into a gripping near-future sci-fi thriller where a battle-hardened detective faces a high-stakes trial in a sleek courtroom overseen by an advanced AI judge he helped create, forcing him to unravel desperate truths within a merciless 90-minute countdown that tests the very soul of justice and humanity. Directed with pulse-pounding intensity by Timur Bekmambetov and starring Chris Pratt alongside Rebecca Ferguson, this cinematic showdown masterfully blends mind-bending tension, moral ambiguity, and cutting-edge spectacle that demands your full attention from the first frame. Catch it exclusively on Prime Video from Amazon MGM Studios, when it arrives ready to redefine the genre and leave you questioning everything. And the next one is, good luck, have fun, don't die. In the dead of night, a mysterious stranger crashes into a gritty Los Angeles diner, claiming he's from a ravaged future overrun by rogue AI, desperately recruiting a ragtag crew of everyday misfits for one frantic, high-stakes quest to rewrite destiny before it's too late. Think pulse-pounding sci-fi action laced with dark comedy, and Gore Verbinski's signature wild visual flair, led by the incomparable Sam Rockwell. This gem, fresh off its Fantastic Fest premiere, hits theaters in the US on February 13th, 2026 via Briarcliff Entertainment, with no confirmed streaming platforms yet as it's gearing up for that big screen debut. But keep an eye on majors like Prime Video or Hulu post-theatrical run. Thirdly on the list is Cold Storage. Under flickering fluorescent lights in a derelict self-storage facility atop a forsaken military base, 2 young night shift workers unwittingly unleash a government-sealed nightmare. A ravenous, heat-thirsty fungal parasite that surges through the shadows, twisting flesh and igniting a desperate race against unstoppable contagion, with a hardened bioterror expert stepping in to wage war on extinction itself. This darkly comedic sci-fi horror thriller stars Joe Keery, Georgina Campbell, Sosie Bacon, and Liam Neeson in a taut, gore-soaked showdown blending explosive tension, wry humor, and primal dread. It storms theaters on February 13th, 2026 via Samuel Goldwyn Films and Studio Canal, with no streaming platforms available yet ahead of its big screen debut, though expect it to land on powerhouses like Netflix or Prime Video shortly after. Moving on, step into the fog-shrouded nightmare of Silent Hill once more, where James Sunderland receives a haunting letter from his lost love, luring him back to the cursed town, now twisted by an unfathomable darkness that warps reality itself, unleashing grotesque manifestations of guilt, terror, and the supernatural in a descent that blurs sanity and damnation. Directed by Christoph Gahn with reverence for the iconic video game legacy, this atmospheric horror masterpiece, starring Jeremy Irvine as James and Hannah Emily Anderson as Mary, delivers unrelenting dread, psychological chills, and visceral otherworldly encounters that grip you from the first rustle in the mist. It invades theaters on January 23rd, 2026, distributed by Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting, with no streaming platforms available yet ahead of its theatrical run, though expect it to materialize on Shudder or Prime Video post-release. And lastly is We Bury the Dead. In the ash-choked ruins of Tasmania after a catastrophic US military experiment unleashes electromagnetic devastation across the island, the dead begin to stir with eerie purpose, not shambling mindlessly but hunting with growing cunning and ferocity that shatters the fragile illusions of safety peddled by desperate authorities, while Ava, a grieving American volunteer played by Daisy Ridley, ventures into the quarantined heart of the nightmare, driven by an unyielding quest to find her missing husband amid a landscape of loss, betrayal, and undead horrors that test the very soul of survival. This zombie survival thriller blends visceral action, psychological depth, and unrelenting tension into a post-apocalyptic odyssey that redefines the genre's boundaries. It rises in theaters on January 16th, 2026 via Lionsgate, with no streaming platforms confirmed yet for its debut, though it's primed to haunt Shudder or Prime Video soon after. And that's all for this video. Be sure to hit like and mention which of these amazing sci-fi movies you're looking forward to down in the comments. Also, subscribe to this channel to stay updated and never miss out on more to come. See you on the next one.